Okay, so what we're doing is we're trying to stop this rubbish thing of everything being over-edited.
Okay, cool.
So we're trying to have natural conversations with people. So you're the first guinea pig.
Excellent.
So these are going to be going on YouTube, and they're going to be called A Conversation With.
Okay.
And so you're the first one, so it's a conversation with...
Sarah Sullivan.
And who are you?
Your friend.
Yeah, I know you're my friend. Yeah, I know you're my friend, but who are you apart from being my friend?
So I am a ceramicist, potter.
How'd you get into it?
Oh,
Have you always been a ceramicist potter?
I whilst I was bringing up Charlie, my son, I worked at the library at the art college. Was the art college, now Falmouth University.
Oh, I didn't realise it was
Yeah.
I knew you'd been a librarian, but I didn't know it was the art college. I thought it was like for the council or something like that.
No. When I graduated, so I went to. I'll tell you how I got into pottery. I wanted to be an archaeologist, I thought, when I was at school.
Where'd you go to school?
Oh, up
Did
in
you go
Norfolk.
to school? Oh, right,
Yeah.
because I thought you went to school in Ireland.
I went to primary school in Ireland. I started
Okay.
school in Ireland.
Okay.
So, Irish parents. But, yeah, so I was really into archaeology. I did an A-level in archaeology. I was really lucky.
Well, you can tell you didn't go to Ireland, to secondary school in Ireland, because first you don't do A-levels, and two, archaeology.
No, I know, but our school was an old boys' grammar school, and I was the third year of it being a comprehensive.
Okay.
So we had like the old masters who were horrified
That they
at
had to
these
teach
girls. Yeah. And especially like council estate girls like me, they were just like, whoa. Lots of them went off sick. But
we had the same. We were in a convent school in Ireland, and they decided that they needed to teach the boys how to do cooking, and they needed to teach the girls how to do physics and stuff like that, you know.
very
So
forward thinking.
yeah, I know. So the physics teacher from the boys' school used to come down to us. He lasted about a month before he was like, I can't take it anymore. They cry and they make too much noise, and just like the noise in the school,
Imagine.
they're horrified.
Yeah. So, yeah, long story short, I eventually went to do a BTEC in art and design at a local
No,
tech.
hold on.
when I was
How'd you get from archaeology to wanting to do art?
Well, I left home when I was 16 and I carried on going to sixth form. And then they found out I wasn't living at home, but they couldn't throw me out because I was prefect.
Okay.
And I was in the second year
Okay,
of my
this is a
A-levels.
story that we'll do off camera. at some
Yeah, we'll
stage.
do that separately. But anyway, so I couldn't really go to university. So I went travelling and worked and blah, 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 blah. And I was always doing stuff with clay. And then when I was 20, I think, I went back to Norfolk, applied for a general art and design course. And most of my stuff was 3D.
Okay.
And so the guy, so I got the interview and he just said, you're in the wrong place. And I was like, ooh, am I shit? And he said, no, you need to be down in the pottery. So I went in there and it was just like, it was life-changing. That's what it was. And it was like, that's what I was meant to do. And I just fell in love with it like that. And that was me. So
How long ago was that?
that was, yeah, that was a long time ago. So I was 20, so it would have been 91.
Oh, okay. So it's been a long time that you.
Yeah, so and then I came down to Cornwall in 95, graduated in 98 from the art college. And yeah, I've been sort of, whilst I was bringing up Charlie, I think there was about 14 years where I wasn't sort of making and exhibiting. I was working.
But do you find that you're coming across a whole load of women now who are only coming into their art or their craft or their professional life with making once their children have got to a stage that they're nearly out of home?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And a second, I've got a customer.
Okay, hold on.
Is that you, Sarah?
It's only me.
Yes.
That's all right. So Sarah also runs workshops and teaches people how to do things. So this is one of her lovely students who's come in to collect things. Yes. So the work is absolutely lovely. I've done a class with Sarah myself and absolutely loved it. So you've done a course with Sarah. Enjoyed it?
Absolutely loved it. Yeah.
What was your favourite thing?
Well, I've done a bit of clay work before, but never throwing. So
Okay.
it was really interesting to do throwing as opposed to hand building.
Yeah.
Go on, looking for Deets.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone else's?
Maxine.
Gur. There's two girls. She wanted Gur on.
She did want Gur. Yes.
Same. I put Gur on.
I bought boxes and bubble wrap.
I must say that when I touched clay, I just kind of went, ugh, ugh, I don't like, ugh.
I'm not a potter.
Okay.
I'm not a natural potter. I've enjoyed it. I wouldn't take it up as a hobby or a living.
Okay, I'm the same. Really enjoyed
Really
it, loved the
enjoyed it.
process, liked seeing
Yeah.
the insides of doing it, but it's not something that I'm suddenly going to go into.
Yeah. So, what did you do? Other things?
I do enamelling, so I enamel copper, so I work mostly with glass and with metal and things like that.
You've made me look professional, Sarah.
It's amazing how she finishes off the
amazing.
glazing. Yeah, I know, I felt the
I
same.
could actually put that out on the side with nibbles in it and not be embarrassed.
My daughter stole mine, and then my husband, did I ever tell you that?
I bet that's the
Pete
one.
said to Neve, do you want mine as well? And she said, no, it's okay, I'll just have mum's.
How did you make that look so good?
Yeah, but don't do yourself down. You made the form, so
That's
it
what I
isn't
think-
Sarah
I
who
think-
made it look
I
so
bet
good.
That's the one that I threw, and I bet those are the ones that she started off.
No, I doubt it.
Are you doing yourself down, Sarah?
She is doing herself down. You know,
Amazing.
they're very good. You've got uniformity there between the two. That's very hard to do.
It was a really interesting process. Loved it.
Yeah, all mine looked completely different.
For Deets.
She's meeting me. I think we're going to go for coffee. So.
Excellent.
Ooh.
Gur. That's
Gur.
Maxine. That one went a bit Pete's on that one. And Brigitte made 4.
Oh yeah, she
You're
did.
shame.
She did put
There's
us
a
all
little
to shame, to be
bit
fair.
going. That one from the bottom there. Do you want me to bubble wrap them?
Oh,
look
okay.
at you.
Oh, yeah, you know. Yeah, you know what I'm like.
It's so grown up.
So I know, organised and grown up. Only when it comes to
You do know this is still recording
Oh,
with
is
the
it?
sound.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
Sorry,
Just to let you know. No, it's fine. I just didn't want you saying something that you'd go, oh my God, did that really catch?
Don't say fun.
Oh, Jesus Christ, we're both Irish. There's
Yeah.
going to be so much swearing in this,
This is
you know?
one of those things at school. That I got, when Charlie was at school, his teacher said to me, can you have a word with him because he keeps saying Jesus Christ.
Which is what I just did. One of the first professional jobs I ever had as a computer programmer. I was
Bridget's all black and white.
Bridget's.
Yeah.
Bridget's. I'll keep those. That's Gur's.
Gur, Maxine.
That's mine.
They're sorting out a range of gorgeous ceramics that have been thrown here.
And Kate's coming to pick
Here.
those up
Oh,
tomorrow.
yes, thank you very much. So,
That's another set.
there we go.
None,
Absolutely lovely. This has been done by this Sarah's student, Sarah, who's just collecting them. So,
God, your hair's long, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I grew it myself.
Did you?
I just got mine chopped off.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I should get it logged,
No, you
but
shouldn't.
No, keep it. I only got mine lobbed because I'm trying to get rid of the colour
Right.
out of it. I'm letting the grey
separate, so I've
grow
I
out.
got Kate separate, but
Which
she'll
I
come in, won't she?
offered to collect her today, and then she said, "Oh no, I'm coming to Red Roof
Oh, she can
tomorrow."
come in, so she can bring Nadine.
We're
She-
based in Redruth,
She
so
wants
on
to-
Saturday morning in Redruth there is St Piran's Day parade, because St Piran is the patron saint of Cornwall, and his
Oh, that is
His
cute.
just looking at that.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's just reminded me. I've got an exhibition in the Poly coming up and I need to give them all the information. I said I'd do it by the beginning of March. It's now March.
It
isn't
is
it?
now.
What's your exhibition? What's your name?
Sinead O'Connor.
My name is Sinead O'Connor.
Ah, yeah,
True.
I remember. Yeah.
Yes.
Nothing compares to her.
Oh, do you work at the Poly?
Yes.
Ah, oh,
She's
okay.
the manager.
Okay, you're
Yes.
the manager. Oh,
Well,
lovely.
Yeah, well,
Yes, no, that's just reminded me. I need to do that. I need to send that through.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
I
all right.
like.
Oh,
Yes, it's also the chap is very, very severely
the
autistic.
Poly
But he's
is
just
I
amazing.
love
And
the
he
Poly
makes these.
Institute in Falmouth, and they have exhibitions in their gallery downstairs. But they also have live events upstairs. So sometimes they have comedians. It's a society of artists, so they
Julian, I
have
love
exhibitions as well. They also have films there, so there's films that happen there. They have a little shop. They have pottery lessons as well at the Poly. So yeah, just shows how good Sarah is.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, so the Poly in Falmouth, if you ever go Falmouth way in Cornwall, well worth going into the Poly in Falmouth.
It's got greyhounds.
It's on the kind of main route through, on the main road through. So the Poly has been going for
a million
million years. 200 years, oh my lord.
2033.
What's it, the Royal Polytechnic Society?
Polytechnic Society, and it was founded in 1833.
Wow,
And so it's going to be 200 years old in how many years?
2033.
7 years. 7 years.
Oh wow, you already starting to do the organising of all the events for
Yeah,
that.
so
200 years in 2033.
we could dead by then.
There'll be a ball. We'll have to make sure our membership of the Poly
Yes.
is up to date so that we get an invite to that.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing yet, but we're planning
There'll be
stuff.
something.
There'll be stuff.
There'll
We
be
went to the
stuff.
small town boy play
Sorry?
there. A few of us went to the small town boy play there.
Was that wasn't last week?
It was a few weeks
Few
ago.
weeks ago, yes.
It was amazing.
Cool.
It
So
was
they do plays as
the
well.
most amazing thing that I've been
Yeah.
to such a long time.
Yeah.
Actually, and it was Tony Minion and Jackie,
Yes.
the Red Reef. It's
Yes.
their daughter Brenda,
Oh, okay.
and it's
Tony's a printmaker, isn't he?
He
He
is.
is a-
Tony is a
he's a
printmaker.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah, it's a
Printmaker.
printmaker.
Gisley, good. How do you pronounce it?
I don't.
Julian
The
Gaskell.
the GIC.
Giselle.
Giselle.
G-Clay. G-Clay.
G-Clay.
Yes.
I don't know what we were
I
going
don't know
for,
what we're
but it
going
sounded quite
Yes.
rude.
Sometimes I hear Gickley.
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 Yes.
G-Clay.
But
Gickley.
it's their daughter.
Okay.
But it's
Anyway.
the only play I think I've ever laughed, cried, and danced at.
You could dance.
Yes, yeah, they
wow.
encouraged us all up to
Oh,
dance
amazing.
to sort of disco
Yeah,
music.
yeah.
I went to see the Book of Mormon, and I laughed so much at that.
You didn't wear your
That
pants.
when no, I didn't wear my pants. It was a good few years
Good.
ago. My cheeks were really sore when I left.
Yeah.
You know when you've laughed
Yeah,
that
yeah.
much. But yeah, you laughed,
yeah,
danced,
and cried. Yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
I was very discombobulated when I left.
You were like,
That's great.
oh.
We were sort of outside, and there were some young guys that sort of around here, and they go,
Yeah.
"Come to there's a party afterwards, like
Yes.
upstairs." There
Yeah.
was a
Was it a Wednesday?
no, it was a Saturday.
Saturday. I think I
And they
was
said,
off.
"Come on,
Yes.
it's
What
like
was
a
this
drag."
play called?
Small town boy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
have to try and catch it when
so
it's
good,
next on.
so
again.
so good. Yes, touring the UK at the moment.
Yeah.
so-
I don't.
Yeah, they're Bristol
Mm.
based. She's Bristol based.
I think it's going to the Acorn at Penrith.
Oh, okay.
But I think it's going to St Ives, but I don't know the
So
actual
good.
set
Yeah,
list.
really
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I saw. I was working last night, and I snuck into what was happening because.
Oh, you went to the ballet?
No, not the ballet. Not Bridgerton, bloody hell.
Hamnet?
No.
Should I just say words
Just
at
say
you?
Would you would just throw things
Scream
out?
7.
Was it a comedy? Was it a play? Film? Comedy,
Jaws 2.
singer,
Marty Supreme.
sounds like a book. I don't know. We've done play,
God.
dance.
No, it was a play.
It was a play.
Theatre.
It was theatre. Was it from local or up country?
It was local.
Local.
They are touring. And it was, I keep wanting to say Bridgerton, it's not, it's the famous author.
Who is it? Oscar Wilde? No.
Female.
Oh,
Cornish?
Jane Austen?
Yes.
Jane Austen. Oh, it was the 90 minutes. I saw it advertised, but it was too late. So
Three
they did
middle-aged
all-
women trying to find two
yeah,
words.
but it was a whole load of women doing the Jane Austen books.
Oh,
All the
was
Jane
it?
Austen books in
Yeah.
90 minutes.
Oh.
But I saw it
Yeah.
advertised, and I'd already got something on last night, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh my god, I would have loved
Yeah,
to have
it
seen
was,
that. I've seen Shakespeare done like
Yes,
that.
I saw the Shakespeare one.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
they were just, it was brilliant.
I'd
yeah.
say it was hilarious.
Yeah, it was really, really funny.
Yeah,
Quite
yeah,
good
yeah.
indeed.
Oh,
But I never get, sometimes I don't go to see stuff because I'm
I
just.
wonder if they're going
there.
to the Acorn.
They are touring. So they
Okay,
have
I'll
one
have a
night,
look.
I
I'll have a
think,
look
yeah,
and
one
see.
night with us, and then they're
Yeah.
going somewhere else tonight and somewhere else and so on and so
Yeah.
forth. But yeah, it was well worth it, and I sort of snuck in and managed to.
Do you
sit
want to
there.
come around and wave at the camera so they know who's been talking this whole time?
I
You don't
know,
have
what's it
to.
for?
Oh, it's going to be going on YouTube.
Oh.
It's called A
I don't-
Conversation With.
I don't think anyone's going to be still watching.
They're
by
not
this
going to be.
point.
They're going to be unless they're watching it for comedy value.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah. So it's just a conversation with, and it's for contemporary Craftworks.
Oh, cool.
So we're having conversations with different artists, different art forms, stuff like that. But it's not going to be edited. So it's that kind of anti-Instagram and reality
I'll
and
be the
everything
voice
like that.
behind the camera.
You'll be the voice behind the camera. That's absolutely fine. But it's kind of like, you know, the way everything nowadays is so
Yeah,
edited
super
and
edited.
posed
Yeah,
and it's all
yeah.
planned and everything
Yeah.
like that. This is just having conversations with people
Yeah.
who work in crafts or arts or stuff like that, where it's just a natural flowing conversation.
It's interesting when you're doing crafts and you've got a camera or somebody's recording you, how you forget that somebody's recording you.
Yeah, well, that's the
because
whole point, having
you're,
a conversation.
You're engrossed in the thing that you're doing, whatever the thing is.
Yeah.
And that's a good way to chat and, you know, to get things out. not
Well,
to
I
get
always
things out of
found
people,
with
but
my
yeah.
teenagers that the best time to talk to them was when we were in the car.
Front facing, yeah.
So that they
Yeah.
didn't have to look
Yeah.
at you and
Yeah.
you didn't have to look at them, and they
Yeah.
felt that they could converse with you.
Because
a
they
lot
don't,
more.
when they're teenagers, they don't want to look at you.
No.
And
It's all
actually, you don't
just
want
so
to look at them.
embarrassing.
Don't smell them.
No, don't want to smell them.
I was quite lucky with that.
Did you have a girl?
I had a girl
Yeah,
and a
well.
boy as well.
What are you making, Sarah?
I am carving a plate for a priest. So,
Place for a priest.
I am. So I've got a really nice priest called Father Peter, and he often sets me commissions.
Oh, is he the one from St Andrews?
Yes,
Yes,
yeah, he's
okay.
one of the most excellent human beings in the world, and I always make two when he sets me a commission. So I've made this one. I made it. So it's for Father Christopher, who is now moving off to Newquay. So that's the thing. So it's Father Christopher and Becca and Izzy
So
and
his
Isaac
family.
and Dougie the dog. And so it's Redroo's 2022, Newquay 26. And yeah, so
That's what it looks like.
that's what it looks like. And then this is the spare, because I always do a spare.
Just in case.
Like
Just
this
in case
one.
it explodes in the
Oh, it won't
kiln.
explode. It's just, it gives him a choice. And if I mess one up a little bit,
Yeah.
then there's a spare.
And then do you get to keep the other one, or do you? Give
No,
them both?
no, there's no need. But it's quite nice to do something that I wouldn't normally do. So I don't normally do
Yeah.
plates that have priest names carved into
Well,
them.
well, yeah, I understand, yes.
I once
I tend
made
not
a
to.
Celtic cross, which I enamelled the round bit for a priest because he was leaving the parish.
Yes,
So,
I've done a few now. There are various
Yeah.
people that he's got me to do commissions. So I've done some really. He likes a bit of bling, just Father Peter, And so usually there's gold luster on things, but this is like, that's apparently, Father Christopher, who this is for, he's not
He's
into
not
the
bling.
bling. He's not blingy.
bling.
So I've
Okay.
gone for the carve the
Subtle.
bejesus out of it approach, which I love carving. So I'm carving lettering in, and actually it's very mindful.
I was saying
I quite like it.
You're coming across very relaxed as you're
Yeah,
doing
it is it's a lovely thing to do actually. So so that's what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing. Yeah.
Yes.
Well, I shall leave you to it. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Nice to meet you, and I'll probably see you down the Holly.
That's right, love.
Yeah.
I'm glad you popped in because I'd completely forgotten that I was meant to be sending that.
All right, it's my day off, so I'm sort of, my brain's elsewhere. My brain's on.
Tell Maxine she did well,
I will.
and tell Brigitte.
Yes, I'm going to meet her for coffee and sign at her now.
Yeah, and thank you for doing the signing
Oh, that's
thing.
all right, no problem.
And I think I need to learn some swear words in signage because we were cussing like navvies, and she was missing out a bit.
I did do a sign language course for. Do you remember Jane? Oh, obviously you do. Jane Smith. Who set up did the pottery. And
Hello. Oh, did you?
not me.
No, I know Jane. I know Jane as well.
Jane.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
she was my predecessor.
Forgetful.
And she set up one in
Createsy, I
Createsy, I
see.
see. Yeah.
And I went over and did a sign language course for everybody's different disciplines. So if they wanted to teach whatever their discipline is and have the basics.
Well, we could do with that in Crowdie.
Yeah, because Brigitte, I called her Brigitte.
Brigitte.
Yeah, Brigitte came in with Sarah and Kate and Maxine, and
I've
she
never
was
met her before.
you didn't know?
No, I didn't
Oh,
know
you
her.
chatting away,
No,
swearing with your
at all.
hands.
Yeah, I didn't know her at all. I just
But
thought,
yeah, she's profoundly deaf, so
Okay.
yeah.
So I just signed things for her.
She did. She's very good. Yeah.
And,
Your bowls were just being admired, Louise, who just
They're
crept
gorgeous.
Thank you.
in. Sinead thought
I
they were
love
mine.
them. I did. I thought they were yours. I love the colours you've gone for.
Compliment indeed.
From Sinead O'Connor. I was going to text you that you'd left your phone, but then I realised the futility
If you
of
text.
doing that.
Love that.
That's why I must write your number down somewhere because Mike could have texted you. That's why it went through Alison.
Yeah. Good communication.
It is.
Yeah.
We got there.
And I'll
6
put the door
degrees
back
of
on by
separation.
Friday.
I've got to talk to you about lumpy paint. How do you feel about Magnolia?
Oh no.
Oh,
No,
I
it's
thought
so
you'd say that.
80s.
I thought you'd say that.
No.
Just squirt a bit of extra colour in it, and then
I've just
Be
checked the
fine.
ceiling out. I don't like lumpy. It was a nightmare putting it on. Mike's, I know you don't want to open a new can. I can understand that because you've got the rest of the studio. Mike's going to see if his dad's got a can open somewhere.
Oh, just use the other canister. It's fine. Yeah.
I was playing up about this lumpy paint.
She's painted my loo. Sorted out my flowers outside and
nice. Thank you
planting.
very much.
You know, if you're going to do a job, you might as well do a non-lumpy job.
A non-lumpy
I know.
job.
Right, nice to meet you, ladies.
See you
Bye.
later. See you Friday.
Yeah, see you Friday.
It's all go here.
It is.
It is. But yeah, if you want me to.
Yeah, that's
sign
That'd be
language.
really nice.
Yes.
It was a sort of a couple of hours is enough because your brain after a couple of hours,
Yeah.
no matter what you're learning, is a bit like.
Maybe an hour then.
Yeah, half an hour for me. We could take it in turns.
Yeah,
we could have
we
a
could
relay.
have brain between
Yeah.
us.
But yeah, it was just sort of the basics, sort of how to say hello, and then I sort of different people had. There was a potter there, for example. What was it? Jane, a glass maker, a printmaker, a plumber, and a plumber / artist, and
Okay.
and so.
Oh, I know. Was that Survey Barry?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Survey. What's her
Yes,
name?
survey.
Survey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I sort of did specialist signs for different
Brilliant.
whoever's whatever the
Yeah.
practice was.
What's you bend then? Oh, right.
Oh, so that's you. That's the letter
it,
U.
yeah,
You.
And then just bend or bend.
Hello.
This is Brigitte. Hello. I've got your pots.
You guys.
Yours are beautiful.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe the signs I've just seen.
Actually, I did have it. Didn't I show you the signs?
Yeah.
So Brigitte's just coming in and having a look at her pots. They're lovely. They're really nice. She's gone for black, grey and white for her colours on her pots. They're very nice. Really lovely. Yeah.
Beautiful.
That's the first one. That's the first. That's the first.
So they're all being wrapped up, all going to head off.
Blue and white. Yeah. I'll show you. Oh, no, nothing. No, nothing.
Okay.
Not got there.
Do you show you anything? No. Don't think so. Just sort of check.
All done, all being packed away.
Cool.
Excellent.
Are we going for tea? Cup of tea.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Right, thanks, Sarah.
See you later, Sarah.
See you.
Yes,
At
see
some
sometimes.
Forthwith.
That'd be really nice.
Cool.
Right, where were we?
Dunno. Have we said that I've got pottery in Red Ruth yet?
No, I don't think so. We've kind of talked a little bit about Red Ruth. So explain. So we talked about
Oh,
that
I know.
you fell
Children
in love
and then
with the pottery. Then you had children. Then, like a lot of women of our age, you go off, do the whole looking after kids, earning a proper job so that you can support your kids and do the whole normal thing, and then you come back once they get a bit bigger, usually when they hit about A level.
yeah.
Then you came back. So explain what happened when you decided what you wanted to go back into pottery or ceramics.
Well, it's not something that sort of ever goes away when it's that thing, and I did continue to make, but not to do exhibitions or whatever. So I still had a studio at the house. I had
you?
Well, I had my
Okay.
wheel there, but things started. It became a bit of a dumping ground, and so there was less and less space
Yeah.
to do, and I found myself sort of doing other things, you know. But I
Is
suppose
that how you started with the Serenity heads and the
yeah.
titty
So
ladies?
yeah. So how very dare you? no. What it was?
Well, hold
no.
on. What do you mean have very dare?
No,
Are
I
they
mean the
not
titty
called
ladies.
titty
They're called
ladies?
they're Serenity heads, and they're called Serenititties.
Oh, Serenity.
which is a lot more grown up. So
Oh, but
so what it was
Serenititties.
that I thought
Okay.
so before COVID happened, I thought to myself, right, I seriously am going to go back to ceramics in a way that sort of feeds my soul in the way that I needed to.
Yeah. Okay.
Because it's not oh, I fancy making some pots. It's not that. It's part of who I am. So
Yeah.
you know, it really was.
No,
it's a
I
slog
get that.
to
I
not,
get that.
Yeah, to not be your. It sounds like really woo-woo, but to not be your true self. But this is my true self. I'm quite feral. I like being muddy, and I like creating, and I do like the teaching bit as well. But so because I'd had a break from particular type of making, I thought to myself, I'm going to go through the basics again. So I started making little pinch pots, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to see if I can still do, you know, making molds and stuff, little plaster molds. And then I was like, right, I'm going to do some coil building, some throwing, you know,
So you basically
I was
went
giving
up
myself-
through the degree.
yeah,
again and course
it was more to do with BTEC. The degree was more, it was less technical. The BTEC was 2 years pure ceramics, and it was brilliantly taught.
Who was your tutor?
Nick Sampson, and which is recently we've just got back in touch, and he actually bought something for his wife from my website, and then I sent him a little jug as well, and a letter, and just said it's all because of you. It's that the passion was there for me, and he recognised it in me. And he used to say things like, you know, when I was prepping to come down to or have an interview for Falmouth, and we had these sort of practice interviews, and I would say, oh, this is just da da da, and he said it's never just. It's never just. And
I find it really difficult when I first started doing arts, when somebody would say, okay, let's all sit around together and talk about your work.
yeah,
I found it so incredibly difficult because I came from a background of maths and computer science and stuff like that. So this kind of what I saw as artsy-fartsy kind of talking about my stuff, I just wanted to go, I made this.
yeah,
This is what I did, I made this. And when people would want to go more into depth of why and what, I used to be like that and just say, I just.
yeah.
So when did that change for you, that saying? Was it him that?
Yeah, I think it, so yeah, Nick taught me to have sort of self-worth. And I was good, you know, my pots were good, they were lovely, I loved mine.
We can
BTEC,
see that from what you do.
You know, and it was obvious there that I was getting some technical skills, and I was enjoying learning the sort of technical skills, so, sorry, just wait, people going past.
There's a gallery on the front of the pottery, so that's why there's people wandering in and out because we're sitting in the workshop, but there's actually a gallery/shop at the front, so it's not just that people randomly wander in.
I think that the just, you know, prefix to things is, and sort of backtracking a little bit to what you were saying about your maths background, I would say coming from a working class Irish background, there was a sense of, what do you mean you're going to art college? You know, what do you mean?
Arts for hobby. Arts for like...
and therefore I didn't feel any self-worth, or I didn't feel good enough, and it didn't feel like a valid thing to do.
But don't you think that's more than just a working class background, Irish background? Because I was discussing this with someone else the other day about how fine art is seen as this really creative, kind of like upper class thing to do. Craft was something that women did, and trades was something men did, and it was all working class. Craft and trade was working class, but fine art was for those people who went off on the European tours and...
There's an element of that. So there's more that craft would be to do with sort of practical skills or something, or even doing something like this as a commemorative plate. You know, there would be an element of that. But I think if you look at the lack of, and this really gets my goat, I could really give some swearing over to this,
but
the lack of teaching of creative subjects in schools.
Oh my God, it's just gone so bad.
But also something that I've noticed really in the last sort of 20 years is that it's becoming, the demographic of people who can afford to do this shit has changed.
But not just the craft and the art, but music, drama, and all the little venues for music and all of that cultural stuff in this country.
It's not given worth that it should do, because creative people and crafters and, you know, you get some people who are serial crafters. They just love people who don't just stick to one thing. They're doing it all over the place, and maybe as a serious hobbyist doing that, but there's worth to that, because it's not just about sort of mental health and stuff. It's about sort of community. It's about your people. It's about busy hands sitting around, busy hands chatting, information just flowing, like you were talking about, you know, sort of Neve. Hi Dee, you all right? Yeah, good. Yeah, we're doing kind of an interview thing, but you can join in.
You can join in if you want.
I just wondered what time, like, oh, sorry, oh, right.
No, no.
Right.
Yeah, you're
Are
more
you-
than welcome to come and join us.
Yeah.
But everything you're saying is being recorded. Just to
Nobody's
let
going to
you know.
watch it, because
Nobody's
we've been
gonna watch
prattling
it.
on for hours.
35 minutes now we've
Yeah.
been going on for.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I just wondered what time you want help on Saturday to set up with
Oh,
the gazebos.
as soon as, yeah. I think,
7:30.
oh God, no.
As soon as, but not too early.
half 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to pick
Right.
Annie up. I think she's going to try to get a bus over to me in Penryn, and then I'll bring her in, because it's just her and Rachel setting the one up at the Craft Collective.
Okay.
But they'll be out the back anyway, so as long as I
Again, St. Piran's Day on Saturday in Redriff.
so as long as there's 4 at each corner for each gazebo, so we can get them up, and then we've got some big old cut out flowers and stuff to beautify, and I've got some bunting and stuff. We'll just, you know,
We'll wing it.
we'll do the do.
Yeah.
It'll be grand.
It will be, it will be. Cool. Well, just give us a shout if there's anything we need. I've just set Tina up with Google Drive so she can drop images too. I can do that for you. I can do it on Saturday or soon for you. So
Yes,
I
that'd
can
be
just-
great. Thank you.
Oh, that's all right, that's okay. I will see you later.
See you later.
Bye. Where were we?
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
I
Who knows?
don't know.
Uh,
Crafting, yeah.
Crafting and what it's worth.
Yeah, so it's the busy hands bit. It's the
But I think I was a serial crafter until I came across silversmithing and making jewellery and stuff. And then I just went, I love
Yeah.
this.
Yeah. See, that for me. I say to people when they come in to do sort of one-off workshops and whatnot, and I give them a little tour of the studio and show them how things work. You know, there's the wheels, there's the bucket if things go wrong. The way to learn is make stuff. If it goes wrong, put it in the bucket, make some more stuff.
Yeah, I'm
Show
the
them the
same.
process.
Don't be scared.
No, don't be precious, and you learn.
Yeah.
You learn through your making, but also sort of, you know, taking them through and showing them what the end thing looks like, and talking about the, you know, history of civilization, how you can see it from shards of pottery, you know, how people traded with each other. But if you have got a shard of pottery, you've got some ancient person's finger marks has made that. There is something incredible about that.
Even with maths, they used to do on clay tablets.
Yes,
They
yes,
taught.
the Mesopotamians.
They taught, yeah.
The Mesopotamians.
Yeah,
Bloody-
yeah, and the Egyptians.
So you can see, like,
Yeah, the Iron Horus.
archaeology, odd sort of thing. But I do say to people, looking at like the work that's in the gallery bit, so sort of local artists' work, if you had 100 lifetimes, you would disappear down a completely different rabbit hole of possibility with clay, because it's endless.
It's endless. Well, it's like I went to the Ashmolean with my husband Pete, and that's like so many floors.
Yeah.
And after about 4 hours, my husband turned around and went, "If I have to see another bloody pot, I'm going to scream."
Really?
Because it was from every age, because they
Yeah.
do it from every
Yeah.
age and every culture. And, yeah, but he's not into pots. Do you know
Weirdo.
what I mean?
Weirdo.
I know, weirdo. Weirdo.
What's the matter
Who
with him?
wouldn't want to spend 4 hours
I
looking at
know.
different things? I mean, I did spend nearly an hour in the jewellery section looking at the
Yeah.
enamelling and stuff like that. But he was just, I think he was just a bit overwhelmed by how many pots there were, because as you said, it's through every era
Yeah.
and every age and every culture.
And you can see how people in different areas of the world, they're evolving of technologies and they're evolving of civilization. So if you take it back to what's been civilized, is it civilized to eat off the plate, and then it becomes
Yes.
civilized to use a fork to eat off the plate, or then the Victorians, you know, is it civilized to have a cup and saucer?
I must say, when I first came over to England and I was working in England, someone said to me, "That's very uncouth," and I went, "What
Did
did
you
you
pour your
about?"
tea in your saucer and slurp it?
No, but that used to be.
But
what
that's
you
what my
do.
granddad used
Yeah,
to do,
exactly.
yeah.
That you used to have a big saucer so you could do that.
Yeah.
No, I'd made a sandwich out of like a fried breakfast. So I just got some bread and made a sandwich and ate it as a sandwich rather than using knife and fork, and they thought
what's
that was
that
very
sandwich?
uncouth. That if I've got knives and forks,
That's
why am
what
I
it is,
using my
what?
hands
Yeah,
to eat?
but that's, yeah.
It's
Is it?
very weird.
It's a weird thing, isn't it? But yeah.
Sorry,
So
are you-
no. I was just thinking, how did I get into pottery, and what am I doing now with it? So the way that I got back into the pottery was familiarising myself with all different techniques and processes. Then I got really fucked off with my job. Like I won't even go to the whole COVID thing, and you know, shit happened, loads of shit happened. And I'd recently read a Brene Brown book, and it was called Daring Greatly.
Okay.
And so I blame
You blame
Brene
her.
Brown that I dared greatly. And I just thought, what do I really want to do? I've only got one lifetime. What do I really want to do? And this is what I really want to do. It's not just want to do, this is what I need to do. And so I had a couple of false starts where there was a couple of business things that I put together that didn't come to fruition, not through my fault, from other people changing their minds.
Just happens.
Yeah, but what did happen from those two things not happening was that I'd got two variations of how a business might work. And then I came to Red Ruth one day to go to the charity shops with friends. I was still working at the library at that point, and no, I wasn't. I'd given him my job. That was it. I quoted Elvis at somebody at the meeting, and just said, "Can we have a little less conversation, a little more action?" And they didn't laugh. And I still think that's pretty funny.
That is funny, because
is
those
funny.
meetings are always.
Well, they wanted to have another meeting
switches
about
the
meeting, and I didn't want a meeting
oh
about
my
meeting.
god!
I didn't want another.
They
meeting.
want a meeting about planning the targets for the next meeting.
Yeah, and this
Oh my
is all
God.
about justifying existence. And I thought, oh, shit, I've got pots to make. And so I gave him my job and walked people's dogs, cleaned their houses, started running workshops, anything. Then saw this place was up for rent. Somebody had already got a holding deposit on it. I'd looked for places around Penryn where I live. It's too expensive because it's so close to Falmouth. Red Ruth, bit down at heel. You know, since I came down
They're
here, it's been
cheaper.
up and coming much cheaper. So I'm in an old pasty shop who already had three-phase electricity.
Triffidics,
Denzel.
pasties,
Denzel. Yeah, I think the postman thought I was called Denzel for the first 2 years because I didn't take it.
The song.
I didn't, because I thought I've got to prove my worth. I've got to be here for at least 2 years.
Oh, yeah.
So I changed the sign then, and then now it's 3 years I've been here. But
I actually met you because
you
saw,
supported my crowdfunder.
I did. I saw your crowdfunder,
You
and I
did.
thought, brilliant. That's really needed. We need some more stuff like that in Red Ruth. We need some more stuff, because I used to live in Red Ruth at that stage. And I supported your crowdfunder, and that's how I came and did
that
the
with
clay
Pete,
with
yeah.
Pete. Was I did that?
Yeah.
And that's how I met you. I'd
Yeah.
never met you before that. It seems like so much
I
longer than
felt like
3
I'd
years
always
ago.
known you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we just automatically connected because
Yeah,
of...
poor Pete.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no. Yeah, it was always clear who was going to be the sort of gung-ho one, and who was going to try to be meticulous out of you and Pete, because there's always one. But yeah, so I did a crowdfunder because most of this is like second-hand stuff in here, and it's kind of evolved. but it's not cheap to set up a pottery.
No.
But then I had to get the second-hand equipment properly, fully serviced, and
But it's not even setting it up. We were having a discussion before we started about the ongoing costs.
Oh my God, yeah.
The
yeah,
ongoing
so
costs,
just
replacing elements.
replacing elements for 2 kilns, that's 700 quid before you've even fitted
And they've got to
them.
be done every 18 months.
Yeah, pretty much. Depends like how many times you fire it up. But I use the kilns a lot 'cause I teach here sort of a few days a week, and so I have a lot of students. I do the 2-hour things, so I get quite a few students coming in. Then I have the 5-week courses. So yeah, the controller went wrong, so I had to replace the controller. Gonna get the old one serviced, and then I'll sell it. But yeah, those ongoing costs, and you have to factor them into your costs. And
So you've got to be a social media person, you've got to make, you've got to
photographer,
be a business person,
marketing,
finance,
accountancy, fixing toilets,
everything.
wiring in kilns,
Smiling, happy.
smiling, part of the community. That's a big part of it, because I can't help but get involved in sort of
But you're
local
the same
politics.
as me, because I mean, one of the emails you sent out about Totally Locally, he said to me, "For God's sakes, we don't even live in Redruth anymore. Why are you sticking your nose in
yeah, I
that?"
know,
And I was
I
like,
know.
"But we still got business here. We
Business,
still
yeah.
do creative."
Yeah, it's difficult.
But you and I are the same. I think that's the
It
Irish
matters.
thing.
But
I
it
think it's
matters.
also the Irish thing. I think it's because we grew up in Ireland being involved in politics, and it's not a dirty word, and
No.
everyone gets involved, and everybody has their say.
Oh God, yeah.
But nobody get the difference I find between home and here is you disagree with someone at home, and it's just part of having politics,
Yeah.
and it's part of the chat, and it's like somebody was saying to me, you ask
Sport.
very rude questions,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, I just come from a society where you ask what interests you, and if somebody says doesn't want to answer it, they just go, I'm not answering that, and you don't get offended, you just pass on to the next question.
Yeah, it's called a conversation.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think it's the same with politics in
Yeah.
Ireland. You can have a disagreement. And I've seen my dad, my uncles and stuff like that, where I know they all agree with each other, but just for the fun of it, they're going to disagree.
Yeah, yeah.
Just to
absolutely.
get it
Yeah,
all
'cause it's good
going,
fun
just
and
have the conversation.
watching everyone fire off and then calm down
But I
again.
find here,
Yeah, people stop talking to you
they
if you
stop
don't
talking
agree.
if you don't agree,
Yeah.
or they take it to heart. They
Personally,
think
yeah.
it's life or death. And I mean, some of it is very serious. I mean, some politics is very serious. But I think without having the conversations and without being able to have those conversations, that's slightly what's gone wrong.
Yeah, I think so. I find when people are quite obtuse or officious, or just aren't warm, especially when you're trying to get something done locally and somebody is being very jobs worth, or just or slightly they're being mistrustful, think you're out for yourself or something. But actually, community is politics. That's what it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's social politics.
Yeah, it is. Well, it's politics.
Even
It's
families.
just people. So
Mm.
and also for me, whenever I go back, I think when I went back before and took Dad's ashes back to inter them with his brothers, I was there just over a week, and I don't think anyone asked me what I did. Everybody asks who your people are,
Yeah,
but nobody asks what you do.
because it doesn't matter. It's
No.
not. It's
And the
not
people-
who you are.
They try to find a connection.
Yeah.
So it's like, even if they can't find a connection.
So you were cousin of such and such, or
Yeah.
you,
So
did you step out with? Or,
Yeah. So I was getting a train down from Dublin down to Killarney, and
Oh, wow. Yeah.
which I didn't. I had to get a bus from somewhere to some. Anyway, I fell asleep on the train and missed my bus. But so it had my name, and my last name's Sullivan or O'Sullivan. My dad dropped the O.
Oh,
But,
did he?
Yeah, it's weird because
Yeah.
half his brothers are O'Sullivans and he's Sullivan.
Mhm.
But then on their birth certificates, some are Sullivans, some
Some
are
are
O'Sullivans.
Okay.
And my uncle John Joe
I
actually was
suppose
saying to
that's
me,
what
you need to
happened
get
with
an O
some
put
Thomas.
on your dad's grave with your Uncle Joe. You need to get an O on. And I said, well,
That's
no.
not what he was known
But
as.
you know, he was just Sullivan. He said,
Yeah.
"Well, I'm an O'Sullivan." And actually, Dad had my Uncle John Joe's birth certificate, and on his birth certificate, they'd missed the O off. And I said, "John Joe, you're actually a Sullivan," which he loved, obviously. Actually, it's great.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd got Sullivan above my, you know, my seat
Yeah.
that I'd got booked, and people just started trying to,
Figure out who you
yeah,
were.
which Sullivan?
Which Sullivan?
Yeah.
Which clan are you from?
Yeah.
Because it still is very much, even though it's from generations and generations, it is clan.
Yeah. It was
Island is clan.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah. And I feel that.
And then the English enforce rules and laws. And
Well,
stuff
even
and
like St. Piran's Day this weekend, St. Piran was an Irishman who floated over to Cornwall on a rock, apparently. And we
I think it was a currach.
That
they mistook
yeah, I
for
think
a
it was a
rock.
currach. Yeah. It's like, no, it's just a little bowl boat. That's
Yeah,
what it was, a little bowl
yeah,
boat.
it's not a rock, it's a
So
currach.
what we're trying to do with, so I think the Sarah's got Make Amends shop over there. Opposite, we've got the cinema, and they have the big posters that are sort of plastic posted things that are hung
Right,
up.
I'm gonna actually try and drag you back because we've been going for 51 minutes.
Oh,
I
shit.
don't know how much memory my phone's got.
That's fair enough.
So I just want to go, what are you doing now and what do you want to do?
In terms of making or
In terms
life or
of
business?
making.
In terms of making, I'm doing my priest commission. I'm also making some urns.
I saw some lovely sketches.
Yeah.
What were
And
they?
then so I'm making some cans. So
Okay, what are they for?
it's just an
because?
idea that so I've just been sketching cans.
Okay, so why didn't you enter that for the exhibition?
What cans?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I've been drawing these cans, and it's all textures and it's all textures and sort of, it's very deep and meaningful to me. But
then the best art is.
yeah, and that's one of those things that's quite embarrassing when I'm running a pottery and a gallery and I'm teaching. I'm on a level of dealing with people, and it's almost like when I'm doing an exhibition, that's my heart and soul, and I could almost cry, like when I'm talking about my work, and I'm not good at bullshit. My bullshit.
But that's Irish people.
Yeah, I can't be
We're
doing
so
with
blunt.
it. But
We're so blunt.
But it truly, truly, deeply means something to me. So like these.
Oh, I saw those on Instagram.
So these pots that I'm working on, these are a variation on. Well, I make carved pots really, but I'm doing these funeral urns. But I've also got these. They're kind of Japanesey, but they're quite
they look
ritualistic
Japanese
as
inspired,
well.
but the carving
is
Celtic.
It's Celtic. Yeah.
It's purely Celtic, and
Yeah.
even the wood.
Yeah.
The wood, the shape and the form is slightly Japanese inspired.
Yeah.
But the carving and the wood very much speaks
But
Celtic to me.
Do you know what people say? Because it's clay, people say, "What's it for?"
Yes.
So
And-
I say, it's a driftwood holder. It's not. It's a beautiful sculpture.
It's a
It's a
sculpture.
vessel.
It's a sculpture.
But just because something's got a hole in the top, does that? If I turn that upside down so the hole was on the bottom, does that then make it a sculpture? Or because it's got a hole in the top and it can hold something, does that then reduce it somehow? So I'm making sculptural vessels, I'm making practical stuff that I can sell in the shop, obviously, but this is my heart and my soul. So the figurative work that I make, it's all to do with a primal need to make. The figures are very primal and pared back. They're to do with feeling, they're made with feeling, they take time. These things take time to make, and they're very considered, and it's got me in it. So I'm trying to get a balance, and that's what it's all about really, is get a balance between making a living, teaching, ensuing joy and
Contentment.
yeah, but in other people, not just but curiosity in other people where I'm teaching. But for me, it's contentment. It's it's
I often say it feeds that itch I need.
it itches the scratch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and if I don't do it, I feel it. It's a bit like, when I was going swimming every day in the sea.
Oh,
if I
I'm starting
didn't,
swimming lessons.
oh, are you?
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh, a swimming Irish woman.
I know.
See, no,
I know.
neither of my parents could swim.
Well, you know
So
why
swimming,
I
yeah.
didn't learn to swim, or why?
Because
we
you're heavy.
didn't. No,
You're a rock.
because when we were younger in Ireland
Yeah.
and living on the east coast of Ireland,
Yeah.
we were told not to go into the sea
Because it's Dublin.
because of Sellafield.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because of
yeah.
Sellafield, because of the nuclear leaks from the
Good
Sellafield
idea.
processing plant. So we
Good
were
idea.
always warned, don't go in the water, don't go in the water.
Yeah. Well, I lived on the east coast of England and water there is brown.
Yeah.
When I went up there with Charlie, he looked at me, he said, why is the water brown? I said, look, I brought you up in Cornwall. You're a Cornish boy, you're used to the blue water, but up here it's brown.
It's brown. Anyway, I love those.
Thank you.
And I think they need to be in an exhibition.
Yes. Yes. Somebody bought me a very big stick.
Oh, wow.
So I feel like
God,
I need to make a bigger one.
yes, that would be amazing.
Wouldn't it? Look how beautiful that is.
Amazing. That's a lovely piece of wood. But do you find there's something primal about touching? I know with you it's clay.
No, wood. In
But
my previous lifetime, I'm sure I was a woodworker.
Because wood,
Sure of
I
it.
love touching wood, and I love touching the metal.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
working with metal and
Yeah.
wood. But
That's-
the touch of clay.
Yeah.
No.
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 That's because you're weird.
Weird.
Yeah.
Weirdo.
Weird metal worker.
Yeah.
Enamel people.
I love those.
I love you. Oh, thank you. That's so nice to just
Sit
talk
and chat.
shit and have a bit of machinery face at
Yeah.
us.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
yeah.
It's been absolutely lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you for agreeing to do this.
That's all right.
You
Didn't
didn't
really
have much
agree.
choice,
you
did
just
you?
put it there.
I
and
put it
pressed
there and
play.
said, right, we're going to have a conversation.
And you bought me a coffee.
I did bribe you with the coffee.
Yeah, thank
So,
you.
yeah. Thank you.
Welcome.
I can't wait to see.
Yeah, I'm very excited about these. Very excited.
I mean, I love your serenity heads, your ladies.
Yeah, and they're going to be part of it. So the
Are
other
they?
thing, so I'll show you the other thing.
Yeah,
Because
show
I
me,
tried to get some.
show me the other thing.
So this looks a bit weird, but there's method to my madness. So,
Okay.
so these little bits of Nycram wire here are
What's
things.
Nipram wire?
Nycram wire is the wire that's used for. It's a high firing wire, and it's used
Oh,
for
so
making
like for
elements.
us, it's binding wire?
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are. People use them for sort of jewellery making if they shove a bit of that into the clay. So what I've done is I've pierced some little porcelain
Okay.
bits onto this dark grey stoneware clay using the Nycram wire.
Okay.
Because what I want to do is the headdresses of the little Serenities. I want them to have porcelain headdresses on, and I want them to sit so they're not attached. It's not scored and slipped. So I want them to sit in there, and they're going to be fired in there with Nycram wire.
That's going to be great.
And I just wanted to see with these bits, and I did put a little
so
blob
this
of glaze
is a
underneath.
tester.
Yeah, so also I want to have some rounder forms that I can attach porcelain. The combination, the contrast of the porcelain against the dark metal oxide heavy clay is.
Do you want some copper oxides?
I've got fog blades you gave me.
Oh
Copper
yeah.
oxide,
Have
yeah.
you used?
No, I've got loads of it still. It takes ages to get through all that.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just if I can put a little experiment in
Each one.
each
Just to
firing,
make it-
yeah, then I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm excited about opening the kiln.
Yeah,
No.
I must say that's what I enjoy when I'm teaching is that
Just a little.
I just do a little something new just
Yeah.
to see what happens.
So that's what that's about. So I feel like that's where the Serenity Heads and the Serenities, it's kind of quite ritualistic, I suppose. I
And
suppose
it's
that's
all going to come together.
yeah, it's all related, but I couldn't articulate exactly how it's related. But I'm sure somebody much better at bullshit than me could. But it's kind of
Don't look at me.
I need to employ somebody as my bullshitter, or it's just to
Yeah.
put it in. It's
Artistic
using,
terms?
It's using the language that's out there for the fine art type people. You know, just because it's clay does not make it not have
Art.
value and worth and art. Yeah, it's a sculpture, so
Okay. I'm going to say thank you again.
thank you.
I'll see you soon.
See you soon.